Welcome to another episode of Coaster Voyager. Today we're here at Holiday World again to celebrate the 80th anniversary of the park. 80 years ago, this park was started as Santa Claus Land by Lewis Cook, and it's still in the Cook family today. The park president is Lisa Cook Bloomhart, so they've kept it in the family. But of course, there's been a lot of changes over these 80 years, and so we're gonna look around and see if they've done anything special for the anniversary. They don't have any new rides, but surely they'll have some special events and other references to the anniversary. Here on a Saturday, of course, it's pretty crowded. This park is in the middle of nowhere in Indiana, as you know, but it's grown so much that it's making the top 10 lists in newspapers like USA Today. So it used to be kind of a well-kept secret, but it's pretty popular, and that secret is not much of a secret anymore. So we're gonna continue here today at Holiday World. Snack. It's a busy Saturday here at Holiday World, and already first thing in the morning, the Raven is building up a long line. But hopefully today, unlike our last visit, we'll be able to do all the roller coasters here.
They either move or they don't. I don't know what to tell them. That's gonna be you.
We just did the Raven. We're heading over to the Legend now. The line's already, it's only around 11 in the morning. They're already starting to build up, as you can see. And the park does their best to try to operate things smoothly, but they still just go so slow for some reason. It could be that instead of having lockers outside the rides, that they have bins to put loose articles in the station, so that adds a bunch of extra loading time. But people also don't want to have to pay for lockers, which is nice that pretty much everything inside the park is free. You get free sunscreen, free soft drinks, and free parking outside. So there's some nice perks to the operations here at Holiday World. Just did the Legend and the Raven over here, some of the classic wooden coasters here. The first two that opened in the park. The Legend turned 25 last year and the Raven turned 30. They're starting to show their age. They're getting kind of rough depending on where you sit, but they're somehow, in spite of that, it gives it character, and they're just very fun rides, even in spite of the roughness. More fun than almost anything at Kentucky Kingdom, which we did yesterday. Something about these classic wooden coasters here that makes them great still after all these years. Well, it looks like the one water ride in the amusement park, Frightful Falls Log Flume, is closed all day today. We're not going to be able to do anything in the water park, but it's strange that this is closed. Here at the construction area, they've got some posters for events going on this year, and it looks like we just missed these giant rubber duck days. Apparently they're going to have the world's largest rubber duck at the lake next to the water park starting on June 8th. So we just missed that by a couple days. It's a very Midwest tourist trap type of thing. Then we've got possibly some information about the new ride going on the other side of this fence. We got this poster for some kind of fake music festival here with a bunch of fake artists like Buns and Roses or Olivia Rodrigo, Led Zeppelin. So that's gotta be some reference to what's happening here. Could be another River Rapids ride to replace the one that was demolished earlier. And they've got a new website for the town of Boulder Canyon, which that may be a reference to this new ride also. It seems to be that way. I'll have to check it out and give you any updates from that website. So see back here a little bit of the construction area for the new attraction. I looked at their website. They didn't have much information about it currently. But from what we see here with some concrete channels and some footings here, it looks like it might be a new River Rapids ride. If I had to guess, could be wrong, but that's what it looks like at the moment. We just got off the Voyage here. Another attraction here that's celebrating an anniversary. While the park itself turns 80, the Voyage here turns 20 years old. It opened back in 2006. And I should say that really all of the roller coasters here are put here because of one person. I mentioned Lewis Cook at the beginning of the video, the founder of Holiday World. Well, his grandson, Will Cook, was pretty much responsible for putting all three of the wooden coasters here, the Raven, Legend, and the Voyage. And it was his concept that eventually brought the Thunderbird here, the launched wing coaster. And I think that's what's so special about all of these rides, is that he had a vision in his mind. Before reaching out to manufacturers, he had the whole idea of them planned out well in advance of them being built, which really came from the passion for these rides. So they have turned out great and really sets them apart from some of the other parks, thanks to his vision. It looks like Good Gravy is stuck at the top of the hill for some reason. I've never heard that happening on this ride before. Something really bizarre has happened just now. Good Gravy, the newest roller coaster at Holiday World, it's only 2 years old, opened back in 2024. It got stuck at the top of its lift hill, so you can see it's a shuttle coaster. It goes forward and backwards along this track, but somehow it got stuck here, and we saw a few minutes ago the maintenance crew was actually evacuating the riders from the lift hill here where they had gotten stuck. So I'm not sure when this will go back up or how long those people were sitting there for that matter, but that was a really weird event. if you buy some turkey jerky or beef jerky sticks, that'll be a good thing. Bring them with you to any park. It can save you money if you don't want to spend so much on food. It's got a lot of protein. These minis have 5 grams per stick. This is a good alternative for a snack here. Thunderbird can draw some long lines some days, but today, surprisingly, it's pretty much a station way. Here at the Thunderbird, the building that houses the generators for the launch, as I said earlier, Will Cook was responsible for a lot of these roller coasters. And unfortunately, he passed away before this one was built. But they named this building in honor of him and his big dreams and great ideas that put Holiday World on the map as a destination for many people. Well, it looks like Good Gravy is running again. Not entirely sure what happened, but they were able to fix it. Who will be a master turkey caller, and who will be just another turkey? Good luck. On our last visit here, we caught the Holidays in the Sky drone show that's in this additional area back here. But it looks like, unfortunately, we're gonna miss it this time. It doesn't start for a couple more weeks. I think it's June 22nd is the first show, and they do that as soon as the park closes. But if you're here during that time, I would recommend it. It usually runs until the first week of August or somewhere around there. We went up here to the 4th of July section to get a bite to eat at the Alamo Mexican Grill. Between that and the Thanksgiving restaurant, Plymouth Rock Grill, or whatever it's called, those probably be the best restaurants at Holiday World for meals. And really they're about the same price if I remember correctly. We just did the Holidog Express here, that model train ride, and kind of the kids section of the park, so not anything interesting here, but somehow I've never done this. It's kind of nice for calm and not forceful ride to right after a meal. And there's a bunch of like fairy tale creatures and carvings around the track.
Attention all fairy tale things.
What's weirder, two grown men hanging out outside a children's fun center, or two grown men hanging out inside a children's fun center?
There are some merchandise offerings for the 80th anniversary. As you can see here, many of the stores are offering these shirts for free if you spend $20 or more on other merch. So that's at least one thing they're doing for the anniversary here. Looks like the 75th might have been a bigger deal. We just did another lap through the park to go back to the Thanksgiving section and ride the Thunderbird and the Voyage again. And that's the thing about the layout of this park. The Thanksgiving section is a lot more spaced out and less crowded for the crowds that Holiday World gets these days. But it makes it a long walk to get back to these things. Another thing about the Voyage is it's so far back in the woods. I actually saw a deer right next to the track. It was outside of a fence, but it's crazy to see wildlife that close to the track. And if they were to get on the track, that would be a disaster. Here at the Cranberry Jam stage, there's a few different shows. Here we've got some dueling pianos with the Cranberry duo. They had a show this morning, and now they have another one that started at 6 o'clock. So I assume they have multiple shows every day.
You please be my little baby. Say you'll be my darling. Be my baby now. You got your serving at Delmar, Ventura County, outside, USA, inside, outside, USA,
This is kind of the food court in the Christmas area in the OG Santa Claus Land. I haven't been here in years, and they've changed it a lot. Made it look really nice and more open, and a lot more themed with kind of this classic Christmas decoration. They have a lot of options here and it looks very nice. Well, we finished up the day here back where we started with a final ride on the Raven. But yeah, that was it. That was the 80th anniversary of Holiday World. Been coming here for not quite as long as the park's been open, but it's changed a lot since around 2009. And although they didn't do a big new attraction for this year, over the years they've done a lot of things to turn this from a roadside tourist attraction to a park that is a destination for people all across the country. So it's really impressive, and I'm proud of what they've done here. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next voyage. You want to buy some meat sticks? Sponsored by the new Mango and Grok Star Wars movie.